And a pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Clark Gillies Arena here in Dix Hills, New York. The site for tonight's matchup for the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. Brady Campbell joining me with the call of tonight's action. Paul Trentini on the camera. As we're set for a good one between the Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook Storm against the Half Hollow Hills Hornets. As the season is starting to wind down to a close here, as we're entering the later portion of January. Last time out, we'll start with the Hornets back on the 22nd, an 8-0 win against Massapequa on senior night, where the Hornets celebrated their 4 seniors. 8 in gold, the Reeder brothers Brandon and Dylan, as well as the captain Benjamin Lackland. Reeder had 2 assists in that one. Brandon Reeder did, or Brandon Reeder rather, excuse me. Menexus Wheeler tacking on a couple of goals. Mossbacher and DeGarry had 2 each as well. And Brandon Rossi in net for that one. 22 save shutout over the Chiefs. As the Hornets now sitting just 1 game under 500 at 14 points. And that's good enough for 5th place in the Varsity Conference #1. Meanwhile, for the Storm, their last time out, also a shutout win against Massapequa. That was on Friday, January 24th. Both teams were celebrating senior night in that one. For the Storm, it's been a little bit of a struggle this season. 4-10-0-1, 9 points, but they are right behind Half Hollow Hills in 6th place. Obviously, can't quite catch them tonight, but a victory will go a long way in putting 2 points in the point column for them and get themselves a little bit closer to the Hornets. These teams did meet once already this season. Back on January 3rd, there's an 8-3 win for Half Hollow Hills. In that one, 4 assists in that game for Stephen DeGarry leading the way. Jet Lucas had 2 goals and an assist. And Peter Menexus had a hat trick in that one as well. And Brandon Rossi made 16 saves, did allow the 3 goals, but picked up a big victory in that one as well for the Hornets. Take a quick time out here as we're just about set for puck drop warm-ups concluding here at the Clark Gillies Arena. We'll be right back for puck drop here on LI Sports Network. And just about set to go here from the Clark Gillies Arena. New York Islanders High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network. Look at the starting goalies here before puck drop. In net for the Storm, number 31, Patrick Algazzini. 11 games played on the year. He's 4-4-0-0, a 4.73 goals against, .865 save percentage. And down the other end is number 33, Maddox Franks for the Half Hollow Hills Hornets. 8 games played on the season. He's 4-4-0-0 as well. 2.54 goals against, .915 save percentage. He's defending the goal to the left. With his team going left to right in the black, in the white are the Storm going right to left as we're underway. Quick shot on goal right out of the gates. Stick to side easily there by Franks. Turnover here. Steinberg walking the slot, and Racklin got his stick on it to deflect it over. So some early offensive zone pressure here from the Storm. Steinberg tries to throw that one towards the high slot. It's picked off here by Lucas. Goes ahead forward to Gary, a bit out of his reach. No icing, though. And it's wrapped around the boards. Those come together. It's eventually worked free by DeGarry. Just backhanded towards the front. Knocked down and picked up by William Algazzini. He'll fire it out to center, and Aiden Gold on it there. For the captain, Racklin. Over the line, tried to drop it for Menexus. They weren't on the same page, and this one fed ahead here for Steinberg. Hits off his stick, goes all the way down. Gold has a beat on it. And wraps it around for Lucas. Jet Lucas gets the wheels turning here. Starts up ice over the red line. Right at the blue, will dump it in and head off for a change. Looks like he left a piece of equipment behind. He'll pick up on his way to the bench. Meanwhile, the Storm coming back the other way with it. Conroy drops it for Steinberg. He lost it, a follow-up try. Didn't get through. Blocked by Dylan Reeder. That shot off the stick of Villara. Held in the zone there for a moment. Now taken away by Mossbacher. He had 2 goals in the last one. Josh Mossbacher chasing after it behind the goal. Puck tied up there. Brandon Reeder comes in to help out Mossbacher. Now comes back for Dylan Reeder's shot, who deflects into the netting and out of play for our first whistle of the game. Just before the 2-minute mark here of the opening period. Both these teams looking to pick up a big-time win here late in the season. We just had the All-Star game at UBS Arena as well on Thursday night. Some of the players here got to show off their skills as here's a chance and a goal! And Half Hollow Hills strikes first and takes the early 1-0 lead. It's Jonathan Wheeler burying it from the slot. A little turnover there in the blue line. Wheeler able to keep it in. Nice move to work his way to an opportunistic spot there and goes blocker side past Algazzini to give the Hornets the early lead. So a good start for Wheeler and the Hornets. As for Wheeler, it's goal number 13 on the year. He's the team leader in goals. Also in assists as well. He has 14 of those on the season. But the leading point getter gets it done. Storm trying to respond here. Comes back to the half wall, thrown towards and then deflected just wide off the outside of the cage. Now starting back ahead with it with speed, here's Huang. Benson Huang over the line, tries to step through, couldn't get by. Now the puck tied up there in the corner. Fazio poking after it. But Valley Stream, Sewanhaka, Lynbrook, they come away with it. Here's William Algazzini over the line. To the outside, tried to take a shot. Reeder blocked it. And so he goes behind the net. Lost it, though, to Solomon. Back out to the point. Chipped out, though, by Reeder, looking for Huang. It's a bit out of his reach, and that one will go for an icing call against Half Hollow Hills. Face-off coming back down their end. Wheeler from Matthew Leonard and Dylan Reeder. The official goal at the 2:06 mark here of period number 1. For Matthew Leonard, that's his first point on the season. Congratulations to him. A big one here in the early going to help get his team on the board. And Dylan Reeder picking up his 6th assist on the season. Here's DeGarry for Half Hollow Hills. Tries to work his way towards the front. Couldn't get by. Puck picked up by Lawler. Goes around the boards. Wolney stepped down to pick it off. Lawler gave him a shove. And now he'll backhand it past the glove of Wolney and out of the zone. Had enough touch to wave off the icing, and now Solomon behind his own goal. Leads it on for Jet Lucas. Deflected by Solomon out to center. He's given it a run, but it's poked back on for Alguazini. Sends it right back into the attacking zone. A little bit of time for Lucas. Brings it right in front of his net there, and then turned it over to Alguazini, trying to work it towards the front. Lucas was able to recover. Alguazini, though, back to the point for Lawler. Takes a shot, deflected down, saved by Franks. And he holds on. Good follow-up shift there after giving up the opening tally. And Alguazini doing the work behind the goal. And the shot from Lawler, he got the deflection he wanted, but a good stop by Franks to keep his team out in front. Faceoff will be to his left here. And it's won back by Joseph Fazio. Ben Racklin up ahead looking for Mossbacher. Went through him all the way down. Another icing here against Half Hollow Hills. 10:44 to go, first period of play. Faceoff once again back down to the left of Maddox Franks. Half Hollow Hills comes into this one still 3 points behind Bethpage. Bethpage picked up a win the same night Half Hollow Hills shut out Massapequa. That was back on Wednesday. So keeping the Hornets at bay are the Eagles. Meanwhile, Wheeler coming back in, picks it up. Wheeler turning, dragging, shoots, and a save made by Alguazini. Rebound left in the corner. Fazio on it. He's tied up by a couple of the members of the Storm. Christopher Bong comes away with it up the boards, but sent right back down for Wheeler. Wheeler behind the goal for Fazio. Going and step around Lawler. Goes back to Wheeler with it. Tried to get it through for Racklin, who was pinching down. Mossbacher settles the puck now. Mossbacher stepped through and then took a big hit from Lawler. Pops right back up. Wheeler lost it to Christopher Bond. Wraps it around the boards. Gold just able to hold it in for Fazio. Fazio steps down. He threw one towards the net. Save made. Alguazini another stop on the rebound and covers for the whistle. So that one a good shift there by Half Hollow Hills trying to extend their lead. Well, William Alguazini, a few big stops there. Keep his team within one in the early going. Face-off one forward here by the Storm, and they start back ahead with it. That shot fired wide and then comes right back out to Franks for the cover. Shot coming from Giovanni Iosa. .29 to go, first period of play. 1-0 lead for Half Hollow Hills on the goal from Jonathan Wheeler. His 13th of the season. And Freddie up the boards. And just deflected out of his own. Benson Huang with speed. He'll get there first on the rolling puck in the corner. Tried to pin it there for a moment. Eventually it comes free. And that one just out of the reach of Dylan Reeder. He'll have to come back out to the neutral ice to play it. Steps through a couple checkers there. Now over the blue line. Reeder floats it through looking for Brandon. He got a stick on it. And the fluttering puck scooped up by Alguazini for the whistle. Half Hollow Hills celebrating their senior night on Wednesday. That was, they honored their 4 seniors. The Reeder brothers were 2 of them. They've been with this team for several years now. And then gold another as that shot off the outside of the goal. And the captain, Ben Racklin, all 4 years. Several playoff appearances for him with the Hornets. Huang down low. DeGarry tried to work it towards the front. It got picked off. And then the Nexus lost his stick here as the Storm clears. Steinberg works it ahead. And the Storm into the zone, but that one knocked off the stick of Jake Zolls. Held in the skates of Algazzini. Tried for a give and go there. Pass got blocked, bouncing down in the slot and thrown on goal. A backhander, spinning backhander from Algazzini. Patted aside. Steinberg right to the slot and a save by Franks. And now the Hornets clear. Jet Lucas looking for offense. Drops it for Menexis to the outside. Around the goal, pulls it to his forehand. Menexis all the way around. Drops it. Lucas takes the shot. Algazzini the save. As tumbling down into the boards there went Menexis. Doing his best Matt Barzal impression there. Just skating around the perimeter, looking for options. He's able to drop it off for a good look. Good save, though, by Algazzini. As we're approaching the halfway point here of period number 1. Here's Solomon. Tried to go D to D. It was read by Steinberg. While recovering is Wolny. Steinberg, though, harassing him down the ice. Eventually, he's able to move it for Solomon. And Dylan Solomon now some room to skate. Throws it ahead. It was deflected from the wrong side of center, so it is ruled an icing. Face-off will come back down once again to the Half Hollow Hills end. Hornets guilty of a couple icings here in period number 1. And it will be Algazzini taking the offensive zone draw. The captain of this Valley Stream Storm team was able to win it back. Oh, a good read there was made by Mossbacher. He starts ahead as a partial breakaway to the outside. Tried to slide it 5-hole and then took a big hit there into the glass right as Algazzini covered. Seems to be okay there as he popped back up. Almost looked like we were about to have some extracurriculars there, but the officials jump in rather quickly. It'll be a offensive zone draw here for the Hornets. Mossbacher back for Wolny. That one was slowed up. Steinberg tried to get it ahead. Was unable to. Reeder was able to hold it in. Now Zoll's having some trouble with it. Backhands it up the boards. Wolny pinched down to keep it in. Has some help from Mossbacher. And getting crunched there was Reeder by 2 Storm players. Now Algazzini from the corner. Getting hacked there by Mossbacher. Draws the slashing call. So our first power play of the game looks to be coming up here for the Storm. Algazzini working his way towards the slot. Eventually has it knocked off his stick for the whistle. And it will be Josh Mossbacher for slashing, as he took 2 big whacks there at Algazzini as he brought it behind the goal. So first man advantage opportunity of the night here to the Storm, trailing by 1 with 6:26 to go in the first period. Algazzini to take the draw. And he'll do so here against Joseph Fazio. It's like the Hornets coaches want an explanation of the call. It's a little surprising he didn't slash that stick in half. He wound up there. Racklin off the face-off, off the glass and all the way down. So a good start to the kill for the Hornets. Here's Zolls. Pass too hot for him to handle, so Huang will just take things back to his own blue line here. Knocked down there by Zolls. He'll try to regroup. Goes to Conroy. Sees a lane up the ice, tries to poke it ahead. Racklin took it away. Huang lost his stick. Meanwhile, Racklin will fire it all the way down. 30 seconds here into the man advantage. Christopher Tyne stretches it ahead for Conroy. Conroy gets the blue line, chips it in. The defenseman will head after it. Meanwhile, Frank's out of his goal. Just moves it away, but gives it up. Now back to the point for Tyne. Steps in, shoots, he may rebound left there. and they couldn't get the shot through. Algazzini picks up the rebound in the corner. Works it to Zoles, and his shot blocked. Reeder shaking that one off. Meanwhile, Zoles again couldn't get it through. Another try saved by Franks. Good start to this one for Maddox Franks. Still an opportunity here, though, on the power play in the offensive zone. Zoles backhands it towards the front. Fazio backhands it to the boards, but Steinberg wins that battle, then gets dumped down to the ice, and it gets cleared all the way down. 5 minutes to go, first period. Algazzini shoots it on for time. Over the blue line, drops it. Algazzini, William Algazzini. To the corner, he'll be the first one there. Steps around goal. And now back to the point for Steinberg. It hopped his stick and goes out of his own. And that should pretty much do it here for the power play. As Tyne starts back ahead with it, 2 seconds and 1, back to 5 aside as his shot sticked off to the corner. Conroy on it. Moves it around, Lucas. Lost the handle, Conroy. Tries to step through 3 defenders there, couldn't. It comes to Lucas again, he'll backhand it back out to center. Steinberg waits on it there, quickly moves it across, and the pass picked off by Solomon. Leaves it forward to Gary. Gets the red line, dumps it in. While his defense is in a change. Up around the board, Steinberg deflects it on for Zoles. Bouncing puck, chipped on ahead, but then it was played nicely there by Reeder, and Dylan Reeder deflects it off the stick of DeGarry and right to Lucas, but we have a whistle. I believe we're getting a too many men call here. I believe against the Storm. And it looks like it is too many men here against the Storm. So, first power play opportunity of the game coming up for Half Hollow Hills. Still trying to figure out who's going to serve it. Now heading off to the box is Jack Mahalik. So an opportunity here to go up 2-0 for Half Hollow Hills. They win the faceoff back, but it gets shot out past Lucas. And Reeder backtracking on it. Stops behind his own goal, leaves it for Lucas. On the tape of Menexis. Gets the red line, gets the blue line. Pressure by Algazzini, works it behind the goal. Left it behind though, and that one wrapped around the boards and out of the zone. Logan Fink coming out of his net there aggressively was Franks to keep it moving. Right on the tape of Wheeler. Wheeler to the outside. Lost the handle, wrapped around the boards. Menexis in the foot race. Able to beat Villaro to it and pokes it back behind the goal. Worked out to the point for Reeder. Brandon Reeder. Down for Wheeler. Down for Lucas. Has some trouble with it. Able to recover. Leave it for Wheeler. Return feed. Lucas at the half wall. And that one poked off his stick and out of his own there by William Algazzini. Under a minute to go in the man advantage. Menexis right back over the line. Steps through, nice move. And ran into some trouble and backhands it to the corner. Wheeler avoids the referee. And he goes down to the ice. Gets up looking at the referee, does not get a call. Menexis on it, tried another toe drag, couldn't get through Villaro. Leaves it for Wheeler, behind the goal. Towards the front, and that shot along the ice stopped and held by Algazzini. Off the shot from Josh Mossbacher. 25 seconds to go in the man advantage. 2:01 to play in the first. Some good zone time there as the Hornets worked it around the boards nicely. Eventually a good opportunity there from the high slot, but that shot along the ice, easy pad save there for Algazzini. And he keeps his team within one for now. Back to Reeder at the point. Down for DeGarry, towards the net, deflects wide off to the half wall. And that one picked off by Steinberg. Starts ahead shorthanded, 2-on-2 in the final 10 seconds of the penalty. Makes a nice move. Steinberg to the backhand, takes a shot. And Maddox Franks punches it away. That'll do it for the Hornets power play, back to 5 aside. Had some nice zone time in the early going, not a whole lot of looks towards the net. Algazzini made one save, and then Maddox Franks made a pretty big stop himself there down the other end in the wing in seconds. That shot from Steinberg, punched away. Right back around the boards. Reeder. And for Huang, looking for Fazio. Put it a bit too far there. It's going to go all the way down. Looked like it was going to be an icing. They wave it off there at the last second. And so the Storm now quickly ahead. Steinberg on for Zoles. His pass picked off by Racklin, but Algazzini took it right back. Algazzini tried to leave it for Steinberg. He's wrapped up by Fazio, so Algazzini helps him out. Moving to the point. Drops it off. And thrown back down. And then DeGarry moving up towards the half wall there. Eventually he's able to come away with it. 1 minute to go here in the first period. Puck up to the half wall. Big hit there. That one on goal. Franks made the save meanwhile. Final 20 seconds to go in the period. Stretch on. They were looking for Lucas. Picked off by Zoles. Chance for one last rush here for the Storm. Zoles throws that one wide. Algazzini steps through the defense. Looking towards the net. To the corner. 5 seconds to go. Throws it behind for Steinberg. Trying to get it towards the net. He'll run out of time. And that'll do it for the first period. A lot of action down both ends in the end. Jonathan Wheeler gets the lone goal, just 2:06 into the hockey game. And the Hornets lead it 1-0. We'll step aside and be right back for the second period here on LI Sports Network. Welcome back for the start of the second period here on LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you for the call. Paul Trentini on the camera. It's 1-0 lead here at the Clark Gillies Arena in Dix Hills for Half Hollow Hills as they lead Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook 1-0 on the goal by Jonathan Wheeler's 13th of the season. 2:06 into that first period. from Matthew Leonard and Dylan Reeder. Leonard his first point on the season with the primary assist, and Reeder picked up his 6th assist on the season. We're underway here for period number 2. A chance right away for William Algazzini, trying to bring it towards the front. Couldn't get it through. And right back the other way comes Wheeler for the Hornets. Knocked off the puck there by Zolls, back up towards the point. Pinching down was Wolney to hold it in for the moment. Second try got it out though. Now Dylan Solomon right back in. Mossbacher trying to weave his way towards the front. He lost it. Steinberg right back the other way. Steinberg makes a move to the outside and then couldn't get a stick free. Does draw the penalty though. Likely going to be a hooking call, I believe, against Solomon. Puck still pinned to the kick plate though in the far corner, and now we get the touch. And it is a hooking call coming up here against Half Hollow Hills. And an opportunity for the Storm to try and tie this game with their second power play chance of the night coming up. And it is Solomon who will head off with the penalty call. So face off here to the left of Maddox Franks, and immediately cleared all the way down by Racklin. And Algazzini out of his net here will keep things moving. He's starting back up with his time. He has some trouble with it though, so he'll go around the boards for Algazzini. And now William Algazzini locked up there by Jet Lucas, who took the puck away for a moment before Algazzini separated him from the puck right back. Now Zolls over the blue line, drops it for time, goes behind the goal with it for Steinberg. Back to the point. Time returns it for Steinberg. Saucer pass off the stick of Time, bouncing towards the blue line. He'll get there and hold it in. Well, Reeder was there to pick it off. Takes his time, goes up the boards. It was held in. Now Algazzini towards the slot. Turns, feeds it off, and whoa, what a save by Franks. Moving to his left, able to extend back to his right and keep his team ahead 1-0. Algazzini right back in, lost the handle and cleared back out by Reeder. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Zolls for Tyne. Tyne over the line to the outside. Cuts back behind the goal. Tries to throw it up for Steinberg and hit the stick of gold. Gets through the Steinberg. Drag, shoots. That one swallowed up and held onto by Franks. And another look at this one here. Steinberg with a good keep. Has Algazzini on the back door, is able to get it through, and what a save here by Maddox Franks. Keeps his team in front. 25 seconds to go here on the power play. Face-off won by the Hornets. They wrap it around the boards, but Tyne hustled over to keep it in. Back down for Algazzini. Now Zolls at the half wall, returns it down to him. Tried to center it. Pass gets deflected and just gets over the blue line out of the zone. Tyne just onside there. Steinberg was able to cross back over. Tyne now behind the goal for Steinberg. Penalty expires. Bond at the top. Slap shot. Blocked off to the corner. Big kill there for the Hornets. Some big saves by Franks. On the way through navigating that one, Brandon Reeder gets the blue line, then they'll fire it around the boards. That was nearly a turnover to Fazio. Instead, Algazzini starts back the other way from the circle. Takes a shot, and just getting a piece of that was Franks. Nice move there by Steinberg. Tried to drag it through a second time. Couldn't get it by Fazio. Good read by Bond as they tried to spring Wheeler for a possible breakaway. Bond leads it for Algazzini to the outside. Takes that shot, and that one deflected into the netting and out of play. 11:22 to go here, second period. High-flying second period. Both teams up and down, some chances. A couple power plays as well. Still a 1-0 lead, though, here for the Hornets. You could see, even despite not scoring yet, the Storm have found some momentum, especially here in the second with some of their power play opportunities so far. Here is Huang, though, to the outside. Around the goal. Back to the point. Leonard couldn't quite settle it. They'll go all the way down. Franks out of his goal. Will give it up to Huang. Almost gave it right back to Franks there. Instead, left it behind for Reeder. Tie up right at the red line. Comes free for Huang. Or rather, that's Lucas over the line. Tried to throw one towards the net. It was blocked down. Now around the goal, Lucas leaves it for Mossbacher. Mossbacher to the high point there. Middle point, now drops it off. Reeder shot from the outside. Save made. Now another centering pass doesn't get through. Leonard just throws it cross ice and ends up on the stick of Mossbacher. Takes a high shot there, looking to go short side. Shouldered away by Algazzini and cleared all the way out of the zone. No icing. Franks came out of his goal, but Reeder will be the one to play it. And stretches it on for Mossbacher. Drops it for Jet Lucas. Tried to go back down to him, but the pass was picked off by Villaro. Starts it ahead and fire right back in. Angles on goal. Franks will leave it behind the goal. Solomon around the boards. Mossbacher touches it on for Lucas. Wheeler tries to shoot that one and got blocked. Didn't get all the way through. Bond with the block. Now right back the other way. Conroy tries to weave his way through. Could not. Wolney dumped him to the ice. Under 10 minutes to go. Here's second period of play. Here is Wolney. Ahead for Wheeler. Stretches it on for DeGarry. DeGarry through his legs. Tries to backhand it towards the front. Villaro picked it off. And now out to the point. Solomon holds it in. Throws it towards the net. And that one stopped and held by Algazzini. 9:02 to go. Second period of play. 1-0 lead still for the Hornets here. Low-scoring game as we're approaching the halfway point, but very exciting low-scoring game. Both teams plenty of chances here. The goalies have been outstanding thus far. Offensive zone draw here for Half Hollow Hills. Comes to the half wall. Wheeler on it, throws it behind the goal. DeGarry had it knocked off his stick. Wheeler at the point, turns one on goal. Pad save. Clear back out to the blue line, but Solomon waiting for it. On his backhand, down for DeGarry. Throws that one towards the net, deflects. High off the glass. Back for Solomon at the point. Drag shoots, looking for a deflection. Menexis couldn't reach it. And the shot went wide. Towards the high slot there, but Zoll's the only one there. Backhanded out of the zone. And DeGarry on for Wolney. Turning with it goes for Solomon. Solomon back behind his own goal here. DeGarry calling for it. They give it on to him. Tried to touch it, but Steinberg was right there. Picks it off in the zone. Shoots and he scores. DeGarry turns it over just inside his own blue line, and James Steinberg makes him pay to tie the game at 1. Tried to touch that one on quickly. Steinberg, good hands there just to keep it inside the zone. And from there, he walks right down Broadway and buries that one blocker side. On Maddox Franks, who looked unbeatable up until that point. Well-placed shot, though. 8 minutes to go here in the second. And we have ourselves a tie game. Looking for more here of the Storm. Algazzini knocked off his stick, and now looking for some more are the Hornets right back the other way. Reeder to the outside. Throws it to the corner. Now around the goal. Reeder for Gold. Takes that shot off the outside of the cage. And then wrapped around the boards. Gold goes down. Gets by him. Racklin hustling over from the left side to the right. Beats Zoles to the puck as we just passed the halfway point of the hockey game. 1-0 for most of it up until recently. James Steinberg, unassisted, ties the game at the 6:55 mark of the second. Here's Reeder crossing the blue line. Drops it down. Swung towards the front. Didn't get through. Puck loose in the corner, up the boards. Glove down, and then Gold down to a knee. Was able to block that bounce. But Algazzini settles the puck, goes behind his goal with it, and now stretches it ahead, and that one fired in from the red line by Nicholas Bong. Brandon Reeder. Nice move there to shake free. Now on for Wheeler. Touches it further for Fazio to the outside. Fazio around the goal for Dylan Reeder. Fumbled it a little bit. Now settles it at the half wall. Goes back behind with it. Kicked on for Fazio. Tried to center for Wheeler. Who's on the wrong side of him. Solomon just held it in. Zoles followed it up though. Clearing it as far as center. Wheeler right back in. Tries to step through 4 members of the Storm there. Lands on top of one of them before the puck's cleared out. That was Algazzini. He was on the bottom of that pile. Mossbacher, as Lucas touched up, tried to feed that bouncing puck ahead for Wheeler. It got picked off, and then Solomon backhands it behind the goal. Algazzini on it. Almost gave it up to Lucas there. Got through for Bond. Now stretches it ahead for Zoles. From the red line, throws that one on goal. A little bit of a tricky shot to read, but Franks knocks it off to the corner. Now Lucas back the other way. Over the blue line. Drops it for Menexis on goal. Stick save. And then poked back towards the net. And Algazzini will cover that one for the whistle. 5:32 to go here in the second. 1-1 score. Tight game the whole way through here. Goalies have showed up and played outstanding thus far. But there have been plenty of chances to where this game could have seen about 5 to 6 goals already. Well, we're still at 1-1 here. Wrapped around the boards. Conroy on it. Both Reeder and Mossbacher in there, but Conroy's pinning it. Wheeler comes in to help. That one back to the point and then thrown wide. Wheeler trying for the reverse hit. Couldn't get it through on Mahalik. And now steps away with it. Now Lawler just throws that one towards the net. Wolney intercepts. Tried to go up the boards, but Conroy took it away. Conroy weaving his way towards the slot. Lost the puck. Mossbacher back the other way with it. Wheeler's joining him. Mossbacher from the slot. Glove save. Algazzini against the grain there, going to his right. Able to snag it with the left hand. 4:43 to play in the middle frame. These two teams separated by 1 spot in the standings. 5 points, though, between the two. Valley Stream looking to get 2 points closer. 14-9 apiece, with Half Hollow Hills in 5th and Valley Stream in 6th. So that one wrapped around the boards. Dennis Manfredi on it. Tries to swing it towards the front. Gets through for Fazio, and he buries it. And Half Hollow Hills regains the lead. Fazio in front makes it 2-1. Just wrapped around the boards. Good work here by Dennis Manfredi. Throws it towards the front, right on the stick of Fazio. Has just enough time there to get off a nice shot from just in front of the crease there. And he puts a nice shot on and beats Algazzini. So that didn't take too long. The Hornets respond and regain the lead with 4.5 to go. Fazio from Manfredi and Gold at the 10:28 mark. As Half Hollow Hills back in front. That puck exploded off of Algazzini's stick and then pitchforked back into the Storm end. Here's Racklin. Up ahead, gets through for Fazio. On for Huang. Huang to the outside, drops it. Fazio trying to settle on his backhand, couldn't get it through. Now forehand, eventually able to pick it up. In the circle. Down to the corner. And now Gazzini able to step down, and then Fazio's stick got caught there in the gap between the boards. He'll head off to the bench and be replaced by Reeder as Algazzini drops it for Zoles, and his shot deflected, came up high on Franks, and then he got it with the mask. Another try deflected by Zoles. Had Franks going one way, but the puck went wide and then chipped up into the netting here. 3:18 to play. So for Joseph Fazio, that's his first goal of the campaign. At 5 assists coming in. And picks up his first goal, a big one here. They put his team in front late in the second. With a 2-1 lead, Dennis Manfredi picks up his second assist. 1 goal and 2 assists now on the year for him. And senior Aiden Gold, assist number 4 on the season. Dylan Reeder off the faceoff. On for Leonard. In the skates there, Brandon Reeder. Wheeler was able to help him out, but Zoles trying to steal the puck away and is able to do so. Zoles throws that one back towards the point there, but that one crosses the line before it's able to be touched by Lawler. Delayed offside as Franks comes out of his goal. And then the penalty coming up here as Zoles just buried. I believe that's one of the Reeders. Frank's a long way to go to the bench after the delay penalty call. He'll get there, though. And slow to get up here, or rather, that is Jonathan Wheeler. He's now back to his feet, skating gingerly towards the bench. Buffalo Hills playing catch in their own end. Don't want to get too close to the goal there. But now Reeder over the line. 6-on-5 for the time being. As now we get the touch from Zoles, and he'll be the one to head off with the penalty. 2:14 to go here in the second. And another power play coming up for Half Hollow Hills. Their second of the game, an opportunity to go up by 2 here and really gain some momentum heading into the final frame. On the other side, meanwhile, for the Storm, that goal by James Steinberg, that was his 13th of the year. He's second on the team in goals, one behind William Algazzini at 14. And with that goal, he tied Anthony Scarcella for second most points on the team with 16. So the penalties on Zoles. But Joseph Boletta also into the box, possibly to serve it. There's 2 Storm in the box there. They only have the 2 minutes up on the board, though. Not sure if Zoles got an extra misconduct there. We'll see. It'll likely be Boletta coming out of the box. 2 minutes to go in the second. Fazio. That one picked off by Steinberg, rather. Starts ahead with it. 2-on-1 with Algazzini. Cuts back from the circle. Drag shoots. That one deflects and goes wide. Almost a big-time short-handed opportunity. Good hustle on the back check, though, by the Hornets. Menexis tries to weave his way through the D. Lost to Steinberg. Starts ahead with it again. Algazzini behind him. Steinberg will just throw it to the corner. Try to eat up some clock on the power play. 90 seconds to go in the period. And it comes free for Algazzini. Just eats up more time. As we approach a minute to go on the man advantage for Half Hollow Hills, they come away with the puck. That's Brandon Reeder looking for Wheelers. Too far for him. Lawler throws it back on, and then Wheeler able to keep his foot on side as the puck found Mossbacher. He drags and shoots, and look out there. That puck slides in on Algazzini for the cover, but the blade of his stick fluttering towards the net there. Didn't hit anyone. He'll have to pick up a new one. 1:01 to play in the period. 48 to go on the power play. Face off here to the right of Algazzini. Wheeler comes away with it. Appears to be okay after taking that hard hit, which sent the Hornets on the power play. For Lucas in the final minute of the second. Now Reeder. Drags one-timer from Menexis. Didn't go. As getting across was Algazzini, and then this one fired all the way out. Franks out of his goal. We'll settle the puck here. And keep it moving for Reeder. Half a minute to go in the period. On for Mossbacher. Josh Mossbacher over the line. Drops it off for Reeder. Reeder to the circle. Drags, tries to fire that one across. Deflected. Menexis plays it off the glass. 15 to go in the period. Reeder. Puck bounced off the stick of Menexis. Starting ahead with it. Algazzini. It's a 2-on-1 here. I don't think he recognized it. And it's offside as Villaro was a step ahead of the play. Villaro waiting for a possible pass there. As Belletta came out of the box, went to the bench. Villaro stepped on right as Algazzini picked up the puck. Villaro stopped at the blue line, but as he went to start again, Algazzini moved east-west, and that threw the play offside. Algazzini was almost ready to turn into a breakaway as well. 7.3 to go, meanwhile, in the period. Faceoff will be just outside the Hornets' end. They win it back. And this one just backhanded out by Wolney. DeGarry couldn't settle the bouncing puck. And that'll do it for the second period of play. This one featuring 2 goals, 1 apiece. James Steinberg tied it at the 6:55 mark at 1. And then a few minutes later, Joseph Fazio gets his first goal on the season from Manfredi and Gold to put the Hornets back on top 2-1. That's where we stand right now, heading to the third period of play. We'll be right back for Puck Drop on LI Sports Network. Set to go for period number 3 here on the LI Sports Network, the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. Brady Campbell with you on the call here from Clark Gillies Arena in Dix Hills, New York. 2-1 lead for Half Hollow Hills over Valley Stream, Sewanhaka, Lynbrook as we get to start the third period of play. 1-0 lead for Half Hollow Hills to start the period, to start the second, I should say. It only took just over 2 minutes for Jonathan Wheeler to get the Hornets on the board in this one. It was answered just before the halfway point by James Steinberg, and then a few minutes later, Joseph Fazio has the go-ahead goal. As of right now, he's got the puck as well. Throws it on for Wong. Delayed offside here. Hornets will touch up. This one stretched ahead for Steinberg, poked off his stick, followed up and dumped in by Jack Lawler. Wolny behind his own goal with it. Throws it behind for Wong. Almost some miscommunication with Steinberg lurking. Solomon retreats behind his own goal. Now Manfredi. Held in by Bond towards the net but wide. Wraps around the boards. Wolny trying to clear. Could not. Steinberg pokes it towards the slot. Stumbling down was Conroy. As the puck thrown up the board, Steinberg locks in there. Just a minute gone here in period number 3. Wolny behind the goal. Had some help wrapped around the boards, but waiting for it is Steinberg. Tied up at the half wall. Eventually it comes free for Solomon. He's checked hard into the boards as well. Eventually they're able to find it. Go D to D with it. Now stretch on. They were looking for Fazio for a possible rush chance. It goes by him though. He was unable to get a piece of it. And it's icing. A minute 33 into the period. Face off here back down the Half Hollow Hills end will be to the left of the goaltender Maddox Franks, who's been outstanding thus far. Only shot to beat him was from the slot. Perfectly placed shot blocker side from Steinberg. Lucas back the other way. Patrick Algazzini has been phenomenal as well. Just 2 goals have beaten him. DeGarry looking for another. That one, though, stopped by Algazzini. He's got it. Nexus trying to go forward there with the face-off, but it gets cleared out. Could be an icing. Will settle down for Franks. And moves it quickly for Reeder. Go back behind the goal. That backhand try couldn't get through. Valaro takes it away for Valley Stream. Out to the point. That one-timer fanned on. Lucas trying to turn it around quickly. Couldn't. Valaro to the slot drag. Shoots that one, caught a stick and went high. Reeder out of the zone. Mossbacher steps through. Mossbacher inside out move, tough angle try. Save made. Gold at the point. Drag shoots. That one goes wide as well. Valaro gave it right up to DeGarry. Lost the handle. Puck comes back to him though. He'll just turn back out to neutral ice. Got a full head of steam now over the blue line. DeGarry to the slot. Lost the handle there at the last moment. Wrapped around the boards. And Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook clear here. And dumped in from the red line. Franks settles it behind the goal. Leaves it for Racklin. Off the boards, Mossbacher. On for Menexus. Peter Menexus over the blue line to the outside. Menexus dips the shoulder, lost the handle. And an alert stick there from Algazzini. Pokes it away from the goal. Mossbacher. The way this game's been trending, the next goal, of course, is a big one here in the third, but goals have been at a premium here tonight. If Half Hollow Hills can get the next one, it could be very tough for Valley Stream to come back in this game. Menexus behind Wheeler, keeps it moving. Mossbacher. Drag, shoots, and that one high, but swallowed up and held by Algazzini. We're approaching 4 minutes gone here in the third. Reeder and William Algazzini will do the honors at the dot. And comes free for Conroy. Then he lost it. Mossbacher didn't get a hold on that shot. Easy save there for Algazzini. Back to the point. Racklin, his shot, almost scooped on. Having some trouble with the rebound, though, was Algazzini. And then that one fired high by Reeder. Conroy for Steinberg. Steinberg to the half wall, cuts back, throws it towards the front. Save made Franks. Algazzini behind the goal. Wraps it back behind for Steinberg. James Steinberg cuts back. Lost it for Conroy. Conroy lost the handle. Algazzini tries to poke it towards the point. Made a nice move around Wheeler, but then lost it a second time around Brandon Reeder. Racklin follows it up and throws it in. Ball on right back out. Reeder stretched on for Mossbacher. Locks up with Lawler in the near side corner. And Algazzini steps in to take the puck. Steinberg was looking for a possible breakaway the other way. Now they throw it ahead to him. But it was read there by Solomon. Over for Wheeler. To the outside around the boards. Fazio waiting for it there. Just chips it off the glass. Algazzini waiting for it. And starts ahead. Wheels turning up the ice. Algazzini tries to drop it for Steinberg. Did. Steinberg runs into some trouble. Able to weave out to the outside. Pass gets all the way through there. And sent back down the boards by Nicholas Bond. Reeder. Pass nearly taken away. It ends up on the stick of Mossbacher, though. Throws it on goal from center ice. Glove down by Algazzini. Wrapped around the boards. Under 10 minutes to play. Third period. 2-1 lead for Half Hollow Hills. Benson Huang up the board. Steinberg lost it. Has some help there. Starts ahead with it. But that one, though, just skated to the blue line and dumped in by Logan Nepagata. Shot from the outside. Franks made the save. Plays it behind for a teammate in Fazio. Around for Solomon. Quickly on for Wong. Benson Wong over the line. Wong to the outside. Takes that shot. Just goes wide. Centering pass there. Blocked down. Fazio on it. Chips it to the board. Solomon quickly turns it towards the net. Save made. That one chipped up in the air, landing in the crease. Where is it? Diving on it there. Patrick Algazzini's able to find it and grab it with the loose blocker hand after he dropped his stick. 8:23 to play, third period. Hornets with a majority here of the offensive zone pressure so far, just trying to run down the clock. Maybe get a goal here to try and put this game away. Still got just over half a period to go. But Valley Stream starting to run out of time. They have the puck now. That one stretched on for time. Has some trouble with it. Or Fink, rather, excuse me. That one just offside as Fink brought it over the line. But Villaro crossed paths with him and tried to avoid him and went offside in the process. So face-off here just outside the Hornets' end. Fink tries to go forward with it, puts it to the corner. Leonard will get to the puck. Around for Wheeler. Wheeler stretches it on for Lucas. Gloves it down, moved it for Menexis. Menexis takes that shot, saved by Algazzini. He's got it. Had Wheeler as a possible trailer there. Not sure if Menexis saw him. Might be what Wheeler's telling them right now. Pretty good shot, though. Algazzini, though, coming up big here with some saves in the third period. Keep his team within one. Algazzini toss out of the faceoff here. Steinberg's going to take it. Steinberg, I think, was the issue there on that faceoff as they were trying to get him lined up properly, the officials. Now Algazzini takes the puck around for Bond. Stretch pass on for Lawler. From the red line, gets it in. Franks on it. Has some time there behind his own net before moving it quickly for Leonard. Now Mossbacher gets through for Lucas. Tries to go back for Menexis. That play offside as the puck was bouncing. For the whistle just past the halfway point. 7:22 to play. Joseph Fazio's goal still standing up here as we enter the later stages of the hockey game. Fazio's first of the year. Has his team in front by 1. Here's Gold over the blue line. Drops it for Reeder. Reeder to the outside, pokes it to the corner. Algazzini puts the pressure on him. To Gary for Reeder. On his backhand to the forehand. That shot fanned on, but it goes. Josh Mossbacher looked like he may have fanned on the shot, but was able to just slide it under the pads. Oh, Patrick Algazzini will get another look at it here. Nice pass there from DeGary to Reeder. Able to quickly get it to his forehand. Mossbacher wide open, fans on that shot, but it just slides under the legs. 5-hole there of Algazzini. Huge goal for the Hornets, stretching their lead to 2 with 7 minutes to go. Go time now for the Storm to try and come back in this one. First multi-goal lead tonight in the hockey game. Josh Mossbacher from Brandon Reeder to Gary. Should get an assist on that one as well. Mossbacher tries to swing this one to the front. This one taken away. They try to stretch it on for a breakaway for Steinberg. Franks. But Steinberg right in his face, kept it moving there. And it worked out well for him. Reeder on it. For Mossbacher, goal number 10. He reaches double digits on the campaign. As this one whistled down here. Nice stick. I'm not sure. Are we getting a penalty here, or was the puck played down? I think we might be getting a penalty against Mossbacher. Looks like we are. Just the opportunity here that Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook was looking for. They'll have a power play down 2 with 6:14 remaining in the game. Trying to climb back into it. Mossbacher, 2 minutes for a high stick. Moments after picking up his 10th goal. A shot he fanned on, but they don't ask how, they ask how many. And he reached double digits with that goal on the season, the assist to Brandon Reeder. As this one comes out to center off the faceoff. And for Reeder, assist number 9 on the season. Conroy dumps it in, 6 minutes to go. Dylan Reeder back on it. Plays it behind for Solomon, up the boards. Followed up by Mossbacher, ahead for Lucas, just out of his reach on goal, though. This one chipped up the boards, but held in by Peter Menexis. Menexis cuts to the circle, shoots, and that one stopped and held by Patrick Algazzini. 5:43 to go, 1:29 left on the power play for Valley Stream, but they'll have to settle for a defensive zone draw here to the left, the near side here of Algazzini. Now off the faceoff, controlled by Valley Stream. And we go across for Steinberg. For Bond at the red line, wraps it around the boards. Franks aggressively out of his goal here. Will try to clear it himself. Gets deflected to Reeder. Steinberg turning things right back around over the blue line. Steinberg tries to knife his way through the defense there. And now Solomon takes him to the wall. Solomon content with pinning it there. Steinberg works it free, though. Across for Lawler. Steps, shoots, punched away. Under 5 minutes to go. Cleared but not out. Only to the point for Lawler. Flips it behind the goal. Chipped on for Conroy. Clean step around Solomon there. Half a minute to go on the power play. Algazzini steps in. Cuts back on Reeder. Reeder, though, stripped him of the puck and will chip it off the glass and out of the zone. Strong kill so far here for Half Hollow Hills. And only time for one more rush on it for Valley Stream as we hit 10 seconds left. Good read by Racklin. And the captain chips it right back in. That'll do it for the penalty. Half Hollow Hills keeping Valley Stream at bay again. That shot bouncing on goal. Algazzini played it away. Valley Stream still down 2 as we hit 4 minutes to go. Puck pinned to the corner in the Valley Stream end. Algazzini on it. Ahead for Steinberg. From the blue line, wraps it around the boards. Maddox Franks on it, waiting there. Algazzini is right there, trying to take it away. Franks moved it to the other side. Now stretched on for Menexis. Menexis trying to throw it towards the front. It came back to him. He was looking for the dagger, and the save by Algazzini. Menexis down for Lucas, returns it. And now back for Lucas. Tries for the centering pass, blocked behind the goal. Algazzini for Steinberg. He's able to chip it back out to center. DeGarry waiting there. Deflected on by Lucas. Now at the far boards there, rain from the Half Hollow Hills bench. Boletta couldn't get it through. Now bringing it in Menexis. He fanned on the shot. Menexis picks up the puck again to the blue line. Saucer pass. Wolney drag, shoots, blocked. Came right back through the slot, all the way through for Solomon. Wraps it around the boards. Pass Wolney. This could be icing here with 2.5 to go. Coming out of his goal, though, is Franks. That won't matter. It'll still be an icing call here against Valley Stream with 2:29 to play. Have to keep an eye here on Algazzini soon with his team down 2. See when the Storm coaches decide to pull him. Could be relatively soon, especially in the third period. Relatively controlled by Half Hollow Hills. A shot there along the ice, sticked away by Algazzini. That one backhanded towards the front, bouncing puck, chipped away from the goal. Boletta takes a hit as he clears it out. Puck catches an edge and slows up. Franks takes it all the way behind his own goal and was able to move it to Wolney. Wong with it. 2 minutes to go. Still in his goal, Algazzini. Solomon stretches it out of the reach there of Wolney. Wolney delayed offside, chips it back in. And we'll waste a couple more seconds. Meanwhile, Manfredi doing a good job there blocking that pass. And now Manfredi right back around. Algazzini have his goal with 100 seconds to go. We'll leave it for a teammate. And now here comes Tyne up the ice. Tyne weaves his way over the blue line. Tyne tries to step around, picks it up on the other side, but ran out of an angle, and the save made by Franks. 1:20 to play. Still in his goal is Algazzini as Wheeler over the line. Tries to cut towards the slot, left it behind. Defense for Half Hollow Hills in a change, but Wheeler able to get back on it. Jonathan Wheeler opened the scoring tonight. Throws it across. That one gets past Leonard and back out to centers. We hit 1 minute to go. 2-goal lead for Half Hollow Hills. And Algazzini doesn't look like he's ready to leave this goal anytime soon here. So if Valley Stream tries to come back here in this third period, it'll have to be done 5-on-5, but they only have 45 seconds to do so. It's Half Hollow Hills here just running down the clock. Wheeler steps around one defender. Wheeler towards the net, lost the handle. Chipped back out to center. Reeder on it, half a minute to go. On for Wheeler. Lost it to Algazzini. Gets it out to center. Algazzini turns on the Jets. On-man rush. Algazzini to the slot. Shoots, and a save by Franks. And will not cover it. Leaves it behind. That should do it. Reeder around the boards. Now we finally get a whistle. With 11.9 to play. Can't see exactly what the call is here, but it looks like he'll stay in the Half Hollow Hills end. But it looks like Valley Stream's going to run out of time. Just 11 seconds to go, down 2. And Half Hollow Hills here well on their way to improving to 500. They're sitting currently at 7-8-0-0. And they're just under 12 seconds away from their 8th win on the season. Trying to lock it down here. It comes to Huang, and that should do it. Just gets it out to center. Gets back to his feet. And that will do it. Half Hollow Hills. A nail-biter up until the late stages here of the third, but they get it done 3-1 over Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook. A little bit of extracurriculars there. Some jawing after the whistle. And now Leonard, as they were about to take part in handshakes, is just being tossed out here. Will not take part in handshakes, but Half Hollow Hills picks up a 3-1 win. Leonard got his first point on the season with the primary assist on the opening goal by Jonathan Wheeler. It was tied up in the second around the midway point of the hockey game by James Steinberg. But it did stand up as the winner from Joseph Fazio. And then the late one to put it away. Josh Mossbacher extending the lead 2-2, and Half Hollow Hills able to hold on for the winning goalie, Maddox Franks, too, who played outstanding. Just the 1 goal allowed, leading his team to victory, and Half Hollow Hills improves back to 500, 8-8-0-0 on the season. Pick up points 15 and 16, while Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook will drop to 4-11-0-1 and stay at 9 points on the year. That'll do it for tonight's coverage of this one, though. Thank you so much for tuning in. For everyone here at LISN, including Paul Trentini on our camera, I'm Brady Campbell signing off here from Clark Gillies Arena in Dix Hills. The final score, the Half Hollow Hills Hornets 3 and the Valley Stream Sewanhaka Lynbrook Storm 1. You've been tuned in to the New York Islanders High School Hockey League on the LI Sports Network.